Hey y'all, I'm working on the Rambler again. Well, I'm working on the thermostat. I have decided to go a different way. The 70 radiator hose that I wanted was going to come as a flex pipe, but I had the parts house here order one, and it didn't look the same as the other one that I had. So maybe the other hose that I had that was rotten that fit a 70 cornet. Maybe it wasn't off a 70 cornet. So my apologies. Don't go buy one off a 70 cornet. And if you did, I apologize because you probably got a flex hose. So, but anyways, what I decided to do was cut down the original radiator hose, and guess what? It worked. Here's what I got going on. This is the original radiator hose minus the 2 inches that was flared, to make this longer. But what I did was I ended up getting a new belt. So I ended up with it's like 3-inch shorter belt. But here's the new belt number, which I like better because guess what it does? It makes the top of the alternator flat. Now, I did have to shorten the bracket up. So this is how much I shortened the bracket up underneath there. See if you can see it. But that's how much I shortened the bracket. And I probably could have shortened it a little bit more, but I wanted to make sure that, if somebody wanted to change it later, they could add another inch back to it. Now, the other thing you got to be mindful of is make sure everything on the back clears. Now, that old vacuum line that went down to the old fuel pump, because it right now, it just, if you can see, it's got just a regular fuel pump in there with an arm. But the original one, actually focus camera, the original one came with a vacuum on top of it. So that's what this line hooked to, and this line can be bent to where it can run down through there and all that. Because over there somewhere is the original fuel pump that I'm going to end up rebuilding, that original fuel pump. And I'm going to try to anyways. I'm going to see if I can get some gasket material and just go for it and try to rebuild that one myself. They do make kits out there for it, but they don't handle E85 or ethanol. You can never run E85 in these unless you do a lot of modifications. So you want to run alcohol, go ahead. That'd be cool. But a regular ethanol, 10% ethanol, is what most fueling stations have now. And the bad thing about it is it eats these old cars up. It is just terrible on them. So my suggestion is try to find one with as low ethanol as you can. I go to a little gas station here in town that it supposedly has very little to no ethanol in it. So you can get ethanol stabilizer treatments that help. The biggest thing is make sure that you got hardened seats in your heads so your valves don't, just get ate up and just, your seat will come out and all kinds of other stuff. So I knocked that little piece off that I showed you earlier for that bracket. But anyways, guys, once again, all I did was take the original radiator hose, cut off the bottom of it so it will fit on this Chrysler water neck. Plus, this Chrysler water neck's nice and shiny, so it's pretty. But there's plenty of room for the hose. I mean, I know it doesn't look like much, but that hose that belt is not gonna vibrate and slap that hose. So I hope that helps, guys. I hope that can help you solve a problem if you have a leaky water neck, or if you can't never get that between the water neck and the crossover to seal. A lot of times them thermostat gaskets, they just weep. They actually call for 2 of them, if you believe that. They call to put 2 of them in there. But like I said, one more shot. There it is. It's fixed. There's here, I'll see if I can turn my chair and reach that at the same time. But there is room for that fan to go through there. That's enough. So All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.